you see a bunch of dealerships behind me. Those are Stellantis owned dealerships. And I'm looking at this car. Well, you can't see it, but it's actually Leapmotor. They are a new Chinese car brand that is emerging in Australia, and they are selling stuff like the C10, the C16, and possibly the C11. But right now we're going to see the C10, and I hope I hope it actually impresses me more than it does on Model Y. So I guess we'll go and see it. Hello, and I just wanted to clarify a few things. So I recorded this video on the 27th of November 2024. It is now the 4th of June 2025. Now, there was a lot of factors that lasted up to this. Many of them one of the causes was actually by file corruption. So I tried to upload the file like 5 times, maybe 6 times, and it just kept getting corrupted. So it would save, yeah, it would export, but on the video, it's literally just a black screen. And I've switched to a new editing software. I've switched to Premiere Pro from CapCut, and I'm hoping that this works. So if you see this worked. But yeah, just wanted to clarify that. And also, I really want to apologize for the camera. Just like, it was emitting this kind of like rainbow effect on the screen, and I don't know why it was doing that. And I apologize for my horrible English, because, you know, like, at the time, well, when I was there at the time, I was running to the dealership, and like, so when I was in there speaking to you guys, I was constantly catching my breath, so yeah. But yeah, I will hopefully record some more cars. I think I've got a booking to review the JQ J8, I think next week. Yeah, around next week. And yeah, I'll probably, hopefully, well, since I'm not using CapCut anymore, so hopefully this is way better quality anyways, hopefully, and way better in terms of timeline, because holy crap, because this has taken almost like this took almost like more than 4 months. So yeah, I really do appreciate you guys just being patient if you guys are watching this video. But anyways, let's get on to the video. Okay, I'm here with the C10 now. It's a pretty cool car. Now, as you can see, in one difference to the Australian model than China, that would be a light bar, but it doesn't conform with our regulations, so it's not able to bring the light bar, unfortunately. Still, it looks pretty cool. And I think, yes, it does have active aero, and it has real vents. The Leapmotor logo just right there. You've got a camera right there. You've got these wheels. These wheels are 20 inches. On the camera, it's showing as rainbow, but it's actually not. It's literally pink right now, but it's not. Okay, so with this interior, you have things like steering wheel. It's only 2-spoke. It reminds me of the Neo. You've got an actual gauge cluster compared to the Model Y, which is an advantage. You got I'm pretty sure that's a 15-inch screen. So here, just have a look. Look how nice that is. And you've got an actual gauge cluster, which is actually really good. So there's your gauge cluster, and you've got your large screen. It's pretty cool. This actually is pretty good to see every information. Everything is all on a shortcut button. So if you want aircon, it's actually literally right here. 360, obviously right here. Okay, that is really nice. For a car of this price range, you wouldn't expect it to have such good responsiveness. That is amazing.
I am listening.
Open my window.
Okay, window at driver's side open. Hello.
Close my window.
Okay, window at driver's side closed.
So now some things are different. So like all the body color is mostly one color. So obviously like this brownish color, but it actually looks really nice. It looks very premium. The steering wheel is obviously 2-spoke. It's quite nice. It's pretty comfortable to the touch, to be honest. It reminds me of a Tesla steering wheel, obviously, because it's got the seams right here. You've got your window switches, which remind me of Neo. You can see it's just one flat thing. It's very... Just hear this. Someone has actually, like, designed this car in a way to make it feel luxurious. You've obviously got your... you've got your sunroof. Well, I think that's a moonroof, actually. Me feeling in the seat. The seat is actually quite comfortable. It's very soft, not gonna lie. It's quite soft. This headrest, it's perfect in its position. These seats are heated and cooled, luckily. You need one for this price range, about 50 grand. In terms of like comfort, like I'd say this is like spot on. Glove blocks. There's no aircon in there, obviously, because why would you need that? There's your other glove box, your storage compartment. Let me see. Not really a lot of space in there, if I'm not gonna lie, but still, it's alright. At least you have it. Some of you might be asking where the aircon vents are, and it's actually under here. So there's one here, and there's one there, and one right on my side. Okay, so you've got these large door handles, which are clearly obvious. Unlike Tesla, where they put the door handle here. Okay. So the car just moved my seat as soon as I opened that. How lovely is that? Oh, the steering wheel. Okay, so you've got a shortcut button there. You press that, it turns on the AC. Now with the screen is actually pretty good. Comparing to Tesla, obviously it's Tesla is obviously much better because it's way more developed, but this is actually pretty good in terms of like its responsiveness. It's actually I could compare it to well, like a real iPad, because it is pretty darn responsive, and you could expect it to be the same way like Neo, like for example. And you've obviously got a hotspot there. You could probably hotspot your car. You've got Bluetooth as well. You've got your navigation. It looks pretty good. I wouldn't trust this navigation. You'd probably just rather use Waze though. But you can still use this. It's nice. You've obviously got your charging areas right here. It's actually good that it's your shortcut button, because on Tesla you actually have to navigate to a menu and then you actually see it. You could say your home. You could say your work. Your favorites, obviously. Right here, this is actually pretty interesting. So this is where you can actually move. Well, this is my seat, okay? Let's try the passenger seat. Now going on to the passenger. Now, if I press this, see what happens with the seat. It is pretty cool where you can change it on the screen, but obviously there is buttons in there, and there's buttons on my side as well. But if you just don't need to, like, if you can't just obviously reach over, you can navigate to this menu and you could do it yourself. It's much better, to be honest, and it's just much cooler, you know. For your fan and heating, well, that's pretty fast. I feel the interior. It's feeling nice and luxury. You don't got really any scratchy plastics. Obviously, when you go down to near your feet, you've obviously got scratchy plastic. But right here, you've got this like beautiful like suede, I think, but like it's rubber. And you've got like this like soft touch leather right here. It's obviously fake, but it feels really nice. Honestly, this is probably the best feeling I've felt in a Chinese car. The steering wheel, nice and light. Now, I've just noticed you do have a driver monitoring system. Yes, it is actually watching me. I can see through the camera. Do not watch me, please. That is really creepy. I could say visibility is actually pretty good. You've got these small little windows here, one there, and with the bigger back window right there, this is the C-pillar. It has a much nicer, well, obviously a much bigger area to see out. And obviously with your 360, you can actually see more of the car outside. With that, now with the back, holy cow, this is really comfy. You've got tons of leg room right here. It's perfectly for my arm. It's exactly length there. I've obviously got some lighting right here, which is actually a nice touch. It's pretty comfortable back here. This, it's pretty nice. Oh, there's nothing there. Rest and then a cup holder, to be honest. Oh, I get why now. Okay, so there's your cup holder for the back. That's why. Yeah, I would expect them to pop out like here, like in an Audi or something. But that's fine. You've got your USB-C, you've got your USB-A, you've got your air vents here. I'm not sure if you can't control it back here, but it's all good. That's fine for a car this price. You've got your speaker grills that look like Burmester. It's quite nice. It's very airy in here. And obviously with this white headliner, it's actually making it feel like it's more spacious than it actually is. Okay, in the back here, I've got tons of headroom. I've got lots of amounts of knee room. A placement for my arm, obviously the trim. And you've got your speaker grill. You've got some LED waterfall lighting. That's really nice. You just hear, like, when it starts to stop, like, that is, like, really luxury sounding and feeling. Like, someone has actually, like, engineered this to feel like the most luxurious as possible. It is really, really nice in here. You can't turn the seat forward. Yeah, you can't turn the seat forward. Okay, now, this is much more comfortable than I think. I'd rather be in this middle spot, to be honest. You've got tons of visibility, you can see everything around you, and there is no gear tunnel because, well, it's electric, obviously. You just got your batteries in there. It is much higher than normal because you've got your batteries, but it's actually quite nice. Compared to a Tesla Model Y, it is much more spacious, it is much better. Just that Chinese luxurious, exquisite feeling look. You've got your chrome everywhere, it's brushed chrome, just so luxurious feeling. It's just, this interior, you just love to be in this interior, you know. If anyone wants to buy this, like, they will be very impressed sitting in this interior. Okay, now I've moved to the back of the C10, and the back, it is, okay, with the back, it is actually, none of yous would think that this would actually be the handle. Well, a lot of people think, well, it will be right here, definitely, but no, it's actually right here. Okay, next thing, we've got to check boot space. This is actually quite big. I'd say probably more than 400. Yep, obviously, you've got some rear storage space in there. You've got a vest. Not sure what you've got in here. Oh, that's cool. You've got your charging port, and you've got your, well, that's to a normal Australian plug, and that's to from, obviously, an adapter. I think that's probably like V2L capability or something. Yeah, it's pretty big. A cool feature about the LEAPMOTOR C10 is that its light bar at the back projects as a light show when you go to unlock it. This is only on a sequence when you go to unlock it. I'm not sure because when it comes to locking it, because I actually didn't see it when I locked it, so yeah. Pretty cool. For DC fast charging, the C10 could accept a maximum of 84 kilowatts. I was pretty impressed by its interior. The lusciousness and softness of the seat really impressed me, but that was partly due to the seat being produced by Tex. And in the back, it was crazy with the lights. I gotta say, that's impressive at that price point. You will never see a car at that price point with that amount of features. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed by this car, and I like how it's owned by big auto giants. So like, I think in the new C10 that is upcoming, it will actually be tuned by Maserati. So that's pretty cool to see. So yeah. But anyways, that's it for today, guys. I'll hopefully bring you another review, but that'll probably be in the next week or so. Hopefully it wouldn't take this long, just I'm praying that this file doesn't get corrupted once more. Like, it's happened 6 times, so I had to upgrade to Premiere Pro and stuff like that. But yeah. And if you're still watching this video, I appreciate you. You're the man. Or woman, whoever's watching, boy and girl. But yeah. I appreciate you watching, and thank you. I really apologize for my horrible commentary. I don't really know how to comment on videos like this. I just keep saying the same words on and on again, but I'll get better over time. So yeah, it's always me versus me. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.